cold out, but pretty soon it's gonna get warmer. It's crazy with this weather, how things are going from snow to sun, warm weather. It's crazy. All right, so what I'm going to talk about a little bit for right now, I wanted to get on topic. I haven't been doing it for the past day or two due to my health. The creep coming down. It's not well. I'm trying to get by. I'm trying to do what's got to be done. All right. So this is what I'm going to talk about today. The topic that I'm on, and it's very, very big because it is a First Amendment protected activity. These fucking towns all over New Jersey, all over all the counties. I mean, everything. I mean, all these towns that are all over the place are trying to make ordinances to ban panhandling, begging for money for people that are in need because of people not getting help, people getting lied to, and people always getting fucking pushed away for getting help from places. Besides food helping, that's not a problem, but it's very disgusting. Um, so what I want to get into is the situation with panhandling and what these ordinances don't understand, or these town committee, the committee people that are in the townships. So say for Edison, Piscataway, South Plainfield, Woodbridge, and all that stuff. If they make an ordinance, right? So if they make an ordinance and they passed it saying for begging or whatever heck it is. Begging is considered the First Amendment. It's under the free speech, free press. That means it's constitutional protected activity. Um, what I just found out, and I just researched things up, saying that the Supreme Court overruled on towns that do pass ordinances in town. So it doesn't matter if it's Piscataway, South Plainfield, or other towns in Middlesex and all over the fucking country. People are out there that are in need of money, that are in need of help. And they're not getting help by the state, they're not getting help by the federal people or anything like that. Okay. That's what panhandling and begging or whatever, that's for people that are homeless and then people are in need of funds due to being disabled and things going on. That's what I'm here to talk about because these fucking cops, they want to press charges, they want to, give you a summons and stuff like that for panhandling and crap, and I think that's really wrong because it is unconstitutional. The mayor of Piscataway and South Plainfield, Edison, and all that passing ordinances because I was helping out my friend because he was going through the issue. With these township passing ordinances where you get a summons and you have to show up to court. You have to go to court, you have to show up, but there's a percentage, this is what's going to happen. What people don't understand is you panhandle, you get a summons, you get a ticket, or you get arrested. What's being said and done is that the police officers are violating your Fourth Amendment by getting your ID, date of birth, name, everything what they need to do to summons you or arrest you with that charge. Don't even charge you with disorderly conduct or charge you with disturbing the peace because you're out there doing your thing and everything else. But having a sign out there asking for help and people are giving you money willingly to help is a First Amendment protected activity. Now, Piscataway, South Plainfield, and these other fucking towns that are making up these false ordinances are doing stupid things to Americans and arresting them or summoning them because of the fact they don't like that people are out there asking for help. And it's due to disabledness, and it's also because of things that are not getting help. They're not getting fucking help. Now, you got people out there that are panhandling, for example, that are out there just to get alcohol. Money for alcohol, drinking, beer, cigarettes, drugs, whatever. But there is people out there that are homeless, that are looking for money or need money to keep a roof over their head, to protect themselves from the cold as well as any thefts or people robbing them and stuff like that instead of them being in a tent in the street or being in the cold and possibly even get frostbite or lose limbs and stuff because of poor circulation or being warm. These townships are getting out of control. This is why somebody that I know that is an officer in one of the towns in New York City actually was saying to me that panhandling, it doesn't matter if you're bagging or panhandling, if the ordinances are being somewhat on the books and they're out there, it does not mean that the officers need to enforce it because of the fact that it is protected on the First Amendment protected activity. Now what happens is that officer summons the person or arrests somebody. That means that they go to court, they fight it, the judge sees that it is an unconstitutional ordinance, the person that got arrested or that get a summons through court, it's going to get dismissed, and then the person that got arrested or summoned to go through court and putting time out. They can get a lawyer and take them to federal district court in North. That's where everything would be done in process because of the fact that it has to become a federal lawsuit against the town. I even heard from my friend that he even said that you want to go out there, you want to do your business, because that's what I heard from this person. He gave me a tip where somebody said from the committee meeting saying that if you go out there, you do your thing, whatever, you get a ticket, you can turn around, you can sue the town. And that's true because it's violating your First Amendment plus your Fourth Amendment constitutional protected activity, as well as the Fourth Amendment is violating your ID, your date of birth, stuff like that, giving information to the police. So it's very, very disgusting that Piscataway is disgusting, South Plainfield is disgusting. All other fucking towns that are passing ordinances because of the fact that there is people out there that are in need of help and that are struggling, getting day by day, and possibly going to be thrown out on the fucking street and they have nowhere to go. Because of the state, the county not helping people that are in need. When there is a lot of people out there that are getting help from, say, food stamps, from social services and all that, they're abusing the privileges. That means they're getting all this, but they're also abusing the system. They're doing things that they're not doing. Illegal things that they could be doing. And they're getting away with it. So, there's good people out there that need the help. There's good people out there that actually need the help, and the people that are doing bad are what's ruining it for the good people. So this is the reason why I'm here to tell the truth about this, because it's disgusting that the First Amendment protected activity is legal. It's for everyone. Free speech, free press, and being out there if you need assistance or help, you're out there to ask for help. They give you money. It's not against the law. These fucking cops want to overrule the Constitution. First Amendment protected activity overpowers any ordinance, any kind of fucking shit that goes on. You get arrested for disorderly conduct. You get arrested for disorderly conduct, disturbing the peace, or harassing somebody. That officer right there, you get the badge number and name. What's going to happen is that you're going to sue the cop. Cop's going to lose his job. He's going to lose his qualified immunity. And what happens is he's not going to have a fucking job anymore. That's what people don't understand. These cops want to enforce laws that are against the Constitution, just so they can put money in their pocket. That's what they're doing. They practically want to do anything to get money into the town. They make the town wealthier, stronger, and better to protect public safety. But passing a law or an ordinance that overrides the Constitution, it is unconstitutional. End of fucking story. All the police departments in the area in New Jersey, they fucking are stupid, they're disgusting, and the counselors in the townships that are passing these ordinances, they don't understand that there's things that they're passing that are unconstitutional. This is why people gotta realize, you gotta tell the truth. All you can do is tell the fucking truth. But violating someone's First Amendment and Fourth Amendment violation, for what? There's no point in that. And then hearing the tip that an unmarked vehicle in a town harassed somebody because they were doing something legal. It's disgusting. These fucking cops out there, they want to dig in their taxpayers, our people's money, to put more money into the town for more stuff for their police database, for their vehicles, more cameras, more ammo, more guns, more bulletproof vests, get another canine added to their fucking roster. That's what a lot of these cops do. They get paid all this money. The townships get paid by taxpayers' money. Why do they need, this is what I don't understand. Why do they need to pull over people, do stupid traffic stops just to pull a $50 ticket or a $200 ticket out of someone's pocket just like someone already did to people before. 2 or 3 towns dipped out of someone's pocket. They're making a false fucking ticket and pulled out $500 from this gentleman. Did 3 traffic stops to suck $500 out of this fucking man. And in a month and a half radius from different towns. One town was Mountainside. I'll tell you that. One town was Mountainside. One town was Old Bridge. And the other town was Woodbridge. Pulled out $550 out of this fucking man's pocket in a month. Doing stupid traffic stops saying that people are on their phone and people are doing things. When it wasn't true. They were just trying to have an easy target by putting someone in their fucking system, database, and let's just pull this motherfucker over and let's give him a ticket because he did something. You don't do that. You have to have reasonable suspicion that someone did do it. Nobody's never on their phones because people know the laws. There's people out there that does abuse the privileges. There is people out there that are on their fucking phones doing stupid things while they're driving. Smoking weed, that's another thing that people have been seeing. You're not supposed to smoke weed while you're driving. What does that mean? DUI, DWI. Driving under intoxication or driving while intoxicated. These fucking cops are not enforcing that because weed is legal. But driving in that vehicle, smoking paraphernalia, weed, or any kind of drugs like that is illegal. That means you're going to put other people up in jeopardy that are on the fucking roads that can cause accidents, cause people to be overdosed while they're driving and cause accidents on the street. Then you got people out there that are abusing privileges by drinking beer or drinking alcohol at a bar, coming home while intoxicated, that could be possibly putting other drivers up in jeopardy, but because people are friends with law enforcement, they get away with it. That doesn't make no sense. I think police officers, people that know police officers and that are friends with police officers, should not be allowed to do illegal fireworks in New Jersey. Should not be drinking and driving because you know an officer, you can't get a ticket for it. You let him know that I know this officer and I know him, where he lives. Yeah, that's bullshit. Somebody that lives on Hunter Lane was driving drunk home, and he didn't get a ticket or summons. He was tipsy as fuck, intoxicated big time, that can barely walk, trying to assault a man. Assault a man drunk. Now, who the fuck does that to somebody when somebody tries to care for somebody? That doesn't make no sense. My friend even said that. How rude and disrespectful that you could be to drive home, person cares about you, and you come charging on him, wanting to fucking beat the shit out of him, but you don't get in trouble for what you did. That could have put someone else in jeopardy because you came home drunk, tipsy, that you can't barely even walk on the sidewalk. But because people know cops, they get away with it. That person knew, and I'll be out there to tell the truth because I want to, my friend's telling me to tip. Jeff Horvat and all these other cops, they know people and they, family, friends on the streets, they all work together. This person knows the cop and he got away with it because of the fact he knows people. So, police, you get away with it. You slap on the wrist and you walk the fuck away. Very disgusting how many people out there driving every day, smoking weed while they're driving. Every fucking day, they smell weed, launch of weed on the road. And cops are not doing nothing about that, but they get really, really high to where they can't drive. These people are still driving on the road, putting other people in jeopardy. Could be elderly people, could be young people that are just getting their license. Anything is possible to put other people at risk and kill people. Just like how many accidents that's been going on. Somebody driving into someone's house, driving into a business, driving into a liquor store. I mean, there's a lot of shit going on in this world. And a lot of times, cell phones cause accidents. Weed causes accidents. Road rage causes accidents. There's a lot of people out there, and then cell phones are one of them too, because people don't pay attention. People text and talk. They just worry about what they're doing and not paying attention to the fucking windshield. And these cops have the time, they're on their phone. That's another thing that really disturbs me. I don't care if you're a police officer. I think the law applies to people and cops. I don't care if it is regarding to the work. I don't care if it's regarding to anything. I do think that the law applies to everybody. Fire department, EMS, and on top of that, the police officers, because they're the ones that have to enforce it. Illegal fireworks in New Jersey, aerial fireworks, that's illegal. There's people all over the towns that are doing it. Firefighters that know cops. Cops know cops. People know cops and they get away with it. And they don't get charged or arrested. But when someone else does it that are new to the town and they do illegal fireworks, they have to be registered like a sex offender online, address, name, the whole works, and be platted online like he's a fucking sex offender. And I think that's disgusting. But I think law applies to EMS, fire department, and the police. I think all three of them need to obey the laws, as well as civilians that are not with the badge, not protecting and serving the fucking communities. And then people think because they got money, they think paying the cops for bribery, be like, here, I'll give you $30,000, you fuck with this guy and arrest him, and then blah, 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 and then that's it, and then we go from there and everything's done. You don't bribe cops, and a lot of cops will take money, they don't care. They'll figure out a way to get bribes and stuff, cash or whatever the fuck it is, so they don't get caught. But then when investigations come to play and then stuff gets in there, and the cops see, why am I under investigation? Oh, you took a bribe from somebody. They gave you $10,000 or $30,000. Where the fuck is that coming from? Because somebody caught you? You did something wrong? And also cops illegally arresting somebody for something that they didn't do in a different town over from the other town. That's kind of that's disgusting. Woodbridge won't arrest that person, but Rahway will because, you know, they don't want it to be somewhat attached or linked to somebody. That's the problem. Cops work together, and that's disgusting. You want to do the right thing, investigate the real crime that's out there. People that are doing drugs, selling drugs, illegal drugs like cocaine, heroin, meth, fentanyl, doing some corruptible shit just like cops have been doing too, that people have been telling me about how some cops are taking pictures of underage girls, sexual contact with underage girls, and they're getting charged with crimes, but they're only getting charged with, you know, probably 5 years in prison and not even probably getting registered as a sex offender because they're ties to the community. Doesn't matter. Everything needs to apply to the cops. You lose your fucking badge, you lose your gun, you lose your shield, you lose every fucking thing. You're just a civilian. That's just it. You lose your job as an officer. You have to the laws apply to you. You need to get charged for the crimes that a normal civilian would be charged with. So if somebody did do something wrong and they get charged with it, and they have to be registered as a sex offender, and they did something wrong that was dealt with a minor, and now they have to go to jail and then be on probation or on parole, the cop needs the person that got charged that was a cop, now he's not a cop because he did something illegal, he should be charged with the same crime and not say, oh, that guy that was a civilian that did this, he should get 20, 25 years to 40 years because of what he did to this minor, but then he'll come out, say 20 years for good terms, and then this cop will get 2 years and then not be a registered sex offender. Yeah, that doesn't work that way. I think all laws apply to everybody. Doesn't matter if an officer committed a crime, doesn't matter if the firefighter, EMS, none of that. Everything needs to be applied to everybody. It's like somebody got charged with a crime he never committed. He had to do probation for nothing. An innocent man. Just like there was an innocent nurse. I was just looking at it, and a friend of mine texted me it from where he's at in New York, telling me, like, you know, he follows somebody and it says, why the fuck did this nurse get arrested for no reason? She got arrested and put in jail for 4 days. She got locked up for 4 days. For what? What did she got locked up for 4 days? She was innocent. Why did she get locked up for it? And she was an African-American nurse, woman nurse. Why did she get arrested for it? She didn't do nothing wrong. Cop just put her in handcuffs, put her in the fucking cruiser, and put fingerprints and everything else and got charged for shit. She didn't do nothing wrong. That's disgusting. These cops are doing anything just to get money for the town. But they don't realize they're violating people's rights. And they're doing things wrong. And a lot of cops are getting a slap on the wrist. They're not getting charged with anything. A lot of cops need to get in trouble for it, and we need to clean the police departments because of what they're fucking doing. It's very disgusting. We need to tell the truth. And then people are committing crimes to people to say that that person did something. Because that's another thing, too, that my friend was telling me. Telling me how these people are bothering him, harassing him, fucking starting with him intentionally to do things to him, to say that he did it, but the other person was the one that started the problem. And the cops are called for no reason. For what? Saying, oh, did you get hurt? Did he do something to you? What the fuck is that coming from? That don't make no sense either. And my friend got it all on camera. For what reason? You know why? Because it's evidence. The more evidence that people got against cops, they're going to look fucking stupid. And they're going to use that evidence. They're not going to put it online. They're going to keep that evidence to use against them. So when he gets charged, They see, oh my God, all this evidence that he's got, all this shit that he's got on the SD cards. They're going to use it against these cops, and they're going to get fucking sued for it. And when it gets tied to officers, and you know what officers I'm talking about that are family, we already know cops that are family are a disgrace. They're a fucking disgrace. And especially if they're in the county. If they are in the county, trying to get bank information and stuff so they can get a lawsuit against somebody. That's what people are trying to do. They're trying to do things to people, deny people from getting services or getting help, so they can get their bank information, what they're making money and stuff, so they can go and sue them in civil court. To me, you're a disgrace. You already had how many lawsuits? You're already doing how much harassment and how much shit that you're doing to fucking people, and then having cops attacking people, following people and stalking people in other fucking towns when they're trying to live life. That's the Horvats for you. That's the Horvats. And Woodbridge and Michael and Edison. Those fuckers right there are the ones that are doing things to people. And this is why people out there that don't like police and don't like people, why does people write a dick in a big ball sack on the back of your fucking vehicle, back window, and people driving by looking like, what the fuck is that on your car? Why is there a dick in a big ball sack on your fucking vehicle? That don't make no sense. Oh, because that's why. You did something to somebody. Somebody out there that was walking around town, knew where you lived, that didn't like you, and they wrote a fucking penis on your Suburban. Or your Tahoe, whatever vehicle it was, because that's what my friend told me. It's disgusting. When somebody writes a dick on your car, that means you're a dick. Grow the fuck up. Stop being a pussy detective. Get the fuck out and protect and serve. Don't be afraid of what you're doing is wrong. Because detective work is getting an investigation together and charging somebody with investigations. We already know that. Jeff Horvat's doing that towards somebody. Because of the fact that people don't like the truth. That's the problem. And it's a disgrace. Michael Horvat, too, is a family member of those motherfuckers. And it's a disgrace to the police departments. Very disgusting. Makes people throw up and shit their pants because of what they do. It's very disgraceful. But everyone have a nice day. Bye now.